Hey guys, I'm Handyman Graham, and today I'm gonna be tackling a DIY project in a single day. In today's video, I'm gonna challenge myself to complete an entire DIY project in a single day, consisting of sourcing the materials, probably waste some time along the way, and all the finishing touches, all in an 8-hour workday. Okay, good morning guys. It is 9:40 a.m. and it's time to start the DIY in a day. So the first thing we gotta do is head on over to the Habitat Restore and see if they have any furniture or any items that we can flip and DIY in a single day. For those that don't know, Habitat Restore, it's a non-for-profit home improvement store that sells used furniture, new and used appliances, building materials, home decor. It's kind of like the home goods section in a Value Village, but the entire store is just the home goods section. It's incredible what kind of stuff you can find. All the profit from everything that they sell here, it goes to Habitat for Humanity's charity. Habitat for Humanity is a charitable organization that provides housing for families in need. So we are all about supporting that here. So let's go inside and see what they got. After you. Oh, this is sick, actually.
Very Graham core.
Yeah, that's nice. Seriously, I might actually get that. $3 for a flapper?
What's a flapper?
For a toilet.
Oh.
I will be getting a couple of these. Whoa. This is awesome. That's so cool.
Would you leave this as is?
No, I'd leave this as is. Look at the bucket chairs for dining at. This is so fun. It's like, it feels like you're sitting in like a 70s like Astro van. Found these casters, like nice brass hooded casters. I mean, I like found all this amazing stuff. We gotta like figure out something to flip. So I was thinking maybe like we could paint a door, like if there's like a ornate door here. Yeah, I mean, flipping a door would be like really cool. Like paint it, put new hardware on it, maybe some hinges. Oh, it's like a French doors. Is it mirror? That is very cool. I think it's very much an Alexandra style, so maybe we can convince Alexandra to take the door after we flip it. Maybe we'll give her a call, see if she's interested. But that's a great option, so that's option number 1. Remember like TV cabinets, like how we'd have furniture just for TVs? Oh yeah, here's the TV cabinet. Even has like a little shelf for the VCR. Oh, this one has a built-in light. That is very cool. For showcasing various plates and cups and such. Yeah, I'm just trying to think like what we can do in a day. Even just like doing this, you know, we could like sand down the top, paint the base, put new knobs on, maybe make some new legs for it. But it just seems like it's a lot to do in the limited time that we have. I'm thinking like a dresser might be like a little bit too much work for a single day, so I think we're gonna go with the door. I think the door is gonna be the best option here. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive decision. We're gonna go with this door, we're gonna flip it. This one looks really fun and unique, and yeah, I think it's just gonna be a fun opportunity. Do something quick and easy. Do you see the vision? Get like a nice like brass handle, paint it a fun color, put some privacy screen on the glass, make it look like fluted glass or something. I think that's gonna be the move. Okay guys, by the time you're watching this video, I'm gonna be running a marathon. I've just been training nonstop the past 4 months. I've been burning through my workout clothes, so I'm so happy that I got some new workout clothes from Quince to help me on this last leg of my marathon journey. So thank you so much to Quince for sponsoring today's video. I've talked about Quince before, but for those that don't know, Quince is your one-stop destination for all of your high-quality essentials across clothing, home goods, and accessories, all at affordable prices. From 100% grade A Mongolian cashmere, bedding, cast iron Dutch ovens, and Italian leather bags, Quince brings all of your high-end essentials together in one place, and everything is priced 50% less than what you'd find at similar brands. This is because Quince works directly with top-tier manufacturers and cuts out the middleman. So they give you exceptional quality without the markup. So I got 2 new outfits from Quince, and you can't really tell, but I'm wearing both at the same time right now. The first thing I got is the Flow Knit Performance Zip Hoodie in navy, and I got the Everyday Fleece Joggers in heather gray. I love wearing this hoodie at the beginning of my workout because it's moisture wicking and quick drying, so I can kind of get nice and sweaty and warmed up and then strip it away. And then by the time I come back to it at the end of my workout, it's nice and dry. So once I'm warmed up, I have the 7-inch classic unlined run shorts, and these are perfect for the gym or for long distance running. You can put your gym key in the zippered pocket. They're breathable, there's 4-way stretch, they're quick drying, they're just perfect for long runs in or out of the gym. And to pair with the shorts, I have the 100% merino wool short sleeve tee. And if you guys haven't run with a wool t-shirt before, I highly recommend it. It is just so superior to any other running material out there. It's moisture wicking, it's odor resistant. It's just absolutely perfect for those long runs where you need to regulate your temperature. If you want to elevate your everyday essentials and look really good at the gym, do your shopping on Quince. So follow the link in the description or the QR code here. You also get free shipping and 365-day returns. So wish me luck on my marathon and good luck to all you guys running one too. All right, back to the DIY. Okay, so I got the door in the back of the car and there's a store nearby called the Door Store that we're gonna go check out. They have all sorts of antique and vintage door hardware. Even though Habitat for Humanity Restore had some knobs, I think by trying to find like an old antique knob, it's really gonna add some character to this door. So we're gonna just swing by, it's like 10 minutes away, so may as well, and we're gonna see what they got. Whoa, look at these doors. Wow, all kinds of crazy doors. I think we got a good deal on ours. I think Gwen and I have been in here looking for lights. Might be kind of expensive actually. Just kind of like overwhelmed. That's pretty. That's really pretty. This is cool.
Oh.
Like a lamp.
I genuinely thought that was a bowl.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to spend like 200 bucks on a lamp. Okay, the Door Store was great. The knob sets were $250 for a set of knobs and up. So it was just a little bit out of our price range. It's an excellent store with like incredible selection, just a little priced out for our DIY project. So I'm gonna just head back to the workshop, get started on this door, start painting it, and maybe I'll stop by a thrift store at the end of the day. The knob is like the last thing that we're gonna put on this door anyways, so it'll give me some time to try to think things over. Hey guys, okay, so we're back in the workshop. Have the door. It's kind of driving me crazy, but we didn't source a knob and now I gotta figure out a solution. But I have some ideas, circulating in my head, so I'm just gonna let those stew for a bit longer. I'm probably going to get this door prepped for paint. But first, I wanna show Alexandra this door because I think this door is like absolutely perfect for her. I'm just like excited to show her and see what she thinks about this. Okay, so I have a feeling that Alexandra's gonna absolutely love this door, so I'm gonna give her a quick call, see if she wants to come over and take a look.
Hello.
Hey, okay, thanks for coming by. I just wanted to show you this door.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, like I've never seen this before, and like the squiggle.
And you know I love it. You know I love a squiggle. You know I love a wave.
Solid wood, like it's hefty. It's
oh my
quality.
gosh, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
That's so nice that you thought of me.
Yeah, we're looking at like dressers, bookcases, sideboards, and we're like trying to figure out what we could flip in a day. Saw this door and was like, okay, that could be a fun, like we could like show people how to like paint a door.
Yeah.
With glass, which is
yeah,
great.
I love it. How to replace a handle.
How to replace a
Find something
handle.
really cool.
Put hinges on.
Yeah, I love it. Are you gonna ask me if I want the door?
Well, I was just
Because if you're gonna ask me if I want the door, I'm gonna freak out.
Well, so I was like thinking about what colors to paint and stuff, and then I was like, well, it depends on who's gonna be taking this door.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. I have absolutely nowhere to put this door, but
Yeah,
but I have a stash. I don't know if you know this. Like, it's a big pile of things in my parents' basement that I will be using for my future cottage.
Okay.
So if you're offering, and if you have no one else to give it to, I will add it to my stash of cottage things.
So I was kind of hoping for that because I also had an idea for the knob. Now that you're taking this door, I was thinking, you use those lights with the, it's like petal shaped. What if I make like a little flower plate?
Stop.
And then I can go to the hardware store, get like a $10 brass knob, like something like this, or something simple. Paint this like a pink or yellow or something, and with like a white plate, and then the brass.
Yes, absolutely. Noah is gonna be like, and my mom actually is gonna be like, are you for real? When I bring this down to her basement with all my other things. Well, I feel like a lucky gal. Just stopped by.
Yeah.
In between Carla shooting afters and revealing our makeover, and I get a door out of this. Wow.
Free door.
I have to go reveal the makeover we just did this week, so I'm gonna go do that. Good luck. And thank you. Thanks for the door.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now that I have a rough idea what I'm gonna do with this door, it's time to put some ideas down on paper. For the door, I'm thinking about painting it a fun color, maybe making a fun little faceplate for the doorknob, and I'm gonna create a fluted glass effect by using some leftover fluted window film. Okay, so we spoke to Alexandra. She's gonna take the door, which is great news. I am so hungry. It's already 1 o'clock, which is crazy. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna get some groceries to make some lunch with, but along the way, there's a hardware store, so I'm gonna just see if they have any simple brass knobs that I can pick up that I can use for the door. Wow, okay, I just got a knob for like 14 bucks, which is incredible. And it's brass, and it looks pretty good, so I'm happy with it, and we're gonna kind of spruce it up a little bit by making like a little flower petal faceplate for it. So we'll make it look like $1,000,000, but we only spent 15 bucks on it, so feeling pretty good. Now it's time to get some groceries. I knew I should have got mayo. It's good. All right, so I'm fed. I'm satiated. Now it's time to actually work on this door. I'm just gonna go over to the paint cabinet. I'm gonna try to choose 2 paints, one for the door, one for this flower faceplate thingy that I haven't even made yet, but I know I'm gonna need 2 colors. First up, I'll know I need some shellac primer. Secondly, I'll need the masking liquid. This is a nice blue for this to sit on top of. Also, like a white might be nice. Yellow door would be fun. Blue. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. Every single paint in the cabinet is Alexandra Gator approved. Here we have a Lulworth blue. I've got this color Pointing. Gator just painted her PAX units in her bedroom with Pointing. It's off-white, it's nice and creamy, because I was thinking that the flower would look really pretty if it was white. I'm gonna kind of stew on these colors for a little bit while we get the door ready for paint. Okay, the first thing I gotta do is fill all the scratches and the holes with some wood filler. This is just LePage basic wood filler, interior, exterior, pretty basic stuff. There's not very many places that I actually need to apply the wood filler. Just a couple screw holes. I'm just applying it with my fingertip, just kind of really working it into that hole. Not too worried about there being excess here because we're gonna gently scuff sand this door down anyways. The next thing is, because a door, it's a cube, so there's 6 sides. So we have to be able to paint all 6 sides at the same time. I'll show you guys a little door hack, and it just makes painting doors so much easier. You can hit all the sides all at the same time. Pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 2 screws on the top and the bottom, and those screws we are gonna rest on some sawhorses, and that will allow us to flip the door over so that the door itself isn't resting on the sawhorses, just those screws. Because this door is gonna be resting on some bolts, I'm pre-drilling some holes in the top and the bottom of the door so that the lag bolts don't split the wood when I screw them in. A tip for you guys when you're pre-drilling holes is just make sure that the drill bit is the same diameter as the interior of the bolt. So when you hold the bolt up, you see like the cylindrical shape in the center? That's the size that you want your drill bit to be. Okay. I'm applying a heavy coat of the masking liquid to both sides of the glass. This is a latex film that you brush onto the glass, and then you peel the latex off the glass, and it should leave you a very crisp line around the sash and the window. I'm applying a heavy coat of this masking liquid to all the glass surfaces, and I'm going in with a heavy paintbrush, and this will just make sure that it's a nice thick coat of masking liquid so it'll be easier to remove later on. Okay, so what I wasn't prepared for is drying time. This masking liquid needs to dry for about a half hour, so that gives me some time to work on the faceplate for the doorknobs. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Just progressing through the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna be jumping back and forth between the faceplate for the doorknob and painting the door because I have to get this done in a single day, and if I wait for each coat to dry, I'm gonna just waste so much time. So I'm gonna jump on over to the faceplates and get going on that. Okay, so I got this nice thick piece of spruce. It is 1 5/8 inches thick. I don't want the faceplate to be that thick. I am gonna hollow it out as well. So I'm gonna cut this in half and use this for the faceplate. So I'm cutting this big piece of wood down using my miter saw and just drawing out some ideas onto the block of wood, keeping in mind where the doorknob is gonna be placed. Okay, I think this is a little too thick. So I'm gonna cut this in half and just use one of these blanks. So this piece of wood is just way too thick. I thought it'd be cool to have like a really heavy duty 3D faceplate, but it's just too big for this door. So I'm cutting this piece of wood in half using my table saw. So now that I know the general shape that I'm gonna be using here, I'm just cutting out the shape using my jigsaw and a scroll blade. A tip for you guys is that you can get like different types of blades for different purposes. So you can get like a jigsaw blade that cuts tile, you can get a jigsaw blade that cuts metal, wood, plastic, but there's a type of blade that's called a scroll blade, and it's a teeny tiny little like needle-sized blade that you can cut really, really nice detail work with. All right, so I first went for like a flower shape, and this is I really, really like this, but I would have to sand each and every little crevice, and I don't have time to do that. So instead I went for an egg shape, and I hope these won't look like eggs on the door, but it's just gonna be easier to sand on my tabletop spindle sander. I can just go all the way around really, really quickly. As long as we don't paint them white, they won't look like eggs. So I think white paint is out of the question now. So I'm gonna take these over to the spindle sander, sand them down so they're nice and smooth, and then I'm gonna start carving them so that they're convex shaped. Now that the shapes are cut out, I'm just cleaning everything up using my tabletop spindle sander and my tabletop belt sander. All right, I'm not necessarily happy with these like egg-shaped thingies. I tried to like cove it out with the table saw, and it's not really the vibe. So I think rather than making it like super three-dimensional, I'm gonna put that in the trash. I think I'm gonna just use some 3/8 MDF instead. Really easy to work with, easy to cut, easy to sand. I really do like this flower shape, so I think I'm going to, rather than like a splat, which might make the handle look like an egg, I'm gonna do a flower. So I'm gonna toss those out in the garbage and start over. I'm drawing the daisy shapes onto this 3/8 inch MDF and cutting them out with the jigsaw again. Okay, that took all of 10 minutes, and I'm so much happier with how these turned out. I'm trying to do the best I can in the time I got. I guess that's like the motto for any DIY. So you gotta weigh time, money, and effort. So I'm sanding these down with some sandpaper wrapped around a reciprocating saw blade because it's nice and thin and strong. Trying to get rid of any saw marks, and I'm probably gonna start priming these in like 2 minutes. And then the masking liquid is all dry now. So I'm 95% there with these things, and then I'm going to start painting. So now that I'm happy with the shape of the face plates, I'm applying 2 coats of a shellac-based primer, and I'm sanding everything down using 120 grit sandpaper and a random orbital sander. Okay, now it's time to paint the door. So I'm gonna go in with Lulworth Blue by Farrow and Ball. This is a modern eggshell finish for a mid-sheen, very durable, for interior wood and metal. Now that the primer and the masking liquid has finally dried, I'm going with 3 coats of Lulworth Blue by Farrow and Ball using a mini roller and a paintbrush. This paint is AG approved, and you may recognize this paint color from Jody's studio apartment that we did almost a year ago now. We painted her drop-down desk with this beautiful color. Okay, now it's time to paint the daisies. They're sanded down, they're primed. I'm really rushing the paint drying time here. It's still a little soft, but I think I can persevere and paint these guys. So I drilled the holes in them. So I'm gonna paint them with ferro and ball pointing. You're not even gonna have to glue these in place because the doorknob has bolts that pinch everything together. And so these are just gonna be pinched in place. So if you need to paint these, if you want to paint them a different color, just pop them right off and you can do so in the future. So that's kind of what I love about this, is just how quick and easy this is. Starting to get tired and hungry. It's not even hard work. This is like very easy. I just wasted a lot of time with these daisy thingies. Like I knew I wanted to do a daisy from the beginning and I did the egg instead. And then I regretted it and then I ended up just making new daisies. Should have just trusted my gut. Again, always just go with your instinct. Sure, it was a little bit more work to make the daisy and the sanding. I could have saved a lot more time had I just done it to begin with. Okay. It's 8:30, still day one. And it's only gonna be one day. Because we added thickness to the door, this center thingy is too short to extend to the knob. I'm just gonna call the handle done. I'm gonna go pick up another handle that's appropriate for a wider door, or the hardware at least. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna remove the film and just keep going. So now I gotta remove the masking liquid, and I'm using a dull razor blade, and I'm just tracing all the way around the edge of the glass. The instructions on the can said use a dull razor blade, so when they specify dull, be sure that you're following those instructions. I think like a sharp razor blade, you might accidentally cut into the wood trim, which we don't want. My tip for you guys with a specialty product such as this masking liquid is follow those instructions to a T. Boom. I'm noticing that some masking liquid is left behind, so I'm going in with a sharp razor blade and just scraping any leftover masking liquid that still remains on the glass. Okay, the last step. We're gonna put some fluted window film on the glass. I had this roll left over from a previous project that we just kind of overquoted for, so this is just laying around the workshop, which is great. Gonna do the small one first because it has a straight edge, might be a little bit easier. I've already prepped the glass, I've already cleaned it up as the best I could, and one side of the beveled glass is beveled, obviously. The other one is completely flat, so that is the side that we're going to attach this window film to. So I'm spraying a little bit of water on the glass, which will just allow me to place the window film and gently move it around without it sticking. To smooth the window film down on the glass, I'm using a felt tip squeegee, and you can buy these on Amazon for like $5. The reason why I'm using a felt tip smoother over like a plastic smoother with no soft edge is because this stuff can tear very easily. That's also why when you cut the window film, you want to use a brand new sharp razor. It's so important that you use a new razor blade for this because the window film does tear very easily. So when in doubt, just use a fresh new razor blade. Wow, that is so cute. There you have it. I don't know, I'm speechless. This door looks so good. It would look incredible. I'm thinking like pantry, top of a flight of stairs, bedroom, bathroom. I guess wherever you put a door in your house, it would look really good. It is so cute and dainty. I think Gator is gonna absolutely love it. It's 9:45, so it is a DIY you can do in a day. I'm gonna clean up, pack up, but I think when I come in the morning, I'm gonna be thinking about things I learned and the things I could do differently, and we'll go from there. So have a great night.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Okay, so I've put the door outside the garage door here, so I can hoist it up and
do like a grand reveal.
Yeah.
Okay, love it. I'm ready. Oh my God! Graham! What the heck? Oh my God. So cute. I also love the blue.
It's very you.
I love it so much. Like, look how freaking cute that is. Amazing
Solid
job.
wood.
And you did this in a day. That's crazy.
One single day.
That's crazy.
One day. I did spend like maybe 4 hours on the flower thing because I first made an egg, like a wavy shape.
Yep.
And then I put it on and I was like, that's an egg. I was like,
Oh yeah,
okay.
because the middle part too.
Yeah, it looked like a yolk.
That's
So
so
then I was
funny.
like, and then so I did a flower instead.
I love it. Thank you so much. Nice job.
Thank you. All right, so now it's part of the video where I talk about what I learned and what I could do differently. One learning experience I can take away from this project is that doorknobs are not really meant for thicker doors. So we added almost an inch worth of extra material to an already thick door, which didn't allow the doorknobs to like connect to each other. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to buy the cheapest handle. I didn't know this when I first started, but you can get different lengths of spindles for your doorknobs. So rather than getting like a specialty doorknob and spending extra money on it, you can just get the individual spindles like off Amazon or at your local hardware store. I just absolutely love how this door turned out. I didn't really know what project I was gonna do. We decided on a door. Didn't really know what color I was gonna paint it. I thought I was gonna get a decorative doorknob for it, but ended up making my own decorative faceplate for it. So I just love where this DIY project just naturally took its course. Hopefully this inspires you guys to tackle this DIY project in your home, you know, with just a little bit of paint, a little bit of creativity, transform something that's usually overlooked, mundane, such as a door in your home, into something really unique and exciting. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this DIY journey. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the door and what else you'd like to see me complete in a day. I don't know, I'm up for another challenge. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.